Hey, welcome back. Let's get straight into it. This been on my mind, so I had to do a video on it. So, as you can read the title, you already know. Men have emotions too. As black men in this world today also deal with numerous and multitudes of things that we don't even know about. We as people hold things in, and sometimes we're not, it's not that we are trying to hide something, it's just that sometimes we have to just deal with things on our own. And I am a big supporter of the black man because we need them today, especially in dating and relationships. The power that a black couple holds is amazing. And I just want to say that we as queens should uplift and hold our black brothers in the world today, and give them something to really look at and open their eyes to feel some type of comfort or a safe haven after they've been in the streets, not just in the streets doing no ghetto thug stuff, but I'm just saying, like, just out there doing what they have to do as a man to be a provider, especially the black men that want to and know what they supposed to do. So I know a lot of men been told that a man shouldn't get rewarded for what he's supposed to do, but me as a black woman, I will always let my black brothers know that they are appreciated for whatever it is that they have done, or for whatever it is, just because to build them up, to give them that sword of power to go out there and fight another day, to come back to hold us with love and hold us up as a balance in couples. So we as people should identify and support each other, especially in relationships. It's very, very important that we do that. And I would love to see a lot of our queens, come into their power, return of the goddesses. Just return of the goddesses is just so beautiful. And we would like to have our kings look at us in that formation. I understand that our people are lost and they're trying to find the way, but sometimes we can't hold on to people like that. I'm not saying be stagnant or stop your life for somebody that doesn't want to appreciate you, but as us being older in this generation and getting older, and also our generation having children, we just want to be a role model and set an example upon everything that we're doing and all the walks that we have in our life too. And that's a beautiful scenery. But like I was saying, we just want to bring back the power of the black couples. That's what I would love to see. Communication is really important. A lot of our people tend to not communicate with each other when that can just be the simplest thing to connect with each other. I learned that growing up, being in relationships. So I'm very open, and I would like to be heard, and I understand that we as people would like to be heard, and you have to gain someone's trust. So, and today is crazy. I know, like, the loyalness and the trust is out the door. But once you build yourself up and love yourself first, you're going to attract that type of person, towards you, that you feel, just like, once you know. A lot of people just jump into something because nobody doesn't want to be alone. And we all know that. Somebody wants somebody. You can't sit here and lie. You know that you want to be with somebody. So you know, we have to really take the time and really know ourselves. That's number one. Number one is knowing ourselves. You know, it's about you knowing yourself, knowing what you really want. Number one, addressing what you want, and communication. We can't be scared to say what we want to say about how we feel or what we want in a relationship. As far as me, like, I don't believe in titles anymore. To me, it's not really a title, because what we should be looking for is a soul connection, and the soul doesn't have a title. There's no wife, there's no husband, just boyfriend and girlfriend. It's just really about a soul connection, and that's what I experienced and grew to understand now, that is really about a soul connection. And a lot of people just, they just connect on a physical level. Okay, he fine, she fine, let's get it cracking, and that was it. Nobody got to know each other. Nobody didn't exchange any type of communication or took steps to gain someone's trust to really know somebody. It's just a lot of temporary, how would you say, temporary one-night stands, I guess, or just call you when I want to have this one part of you. But we as women should also, tame the men. It's not all about sex all the time. Sometimes we as women, fall into it and feel that, once we have sex, that was it. Or you try to fall into a place as if you are a man, and try to play the role as a man. We as queens, as black queens, women, goddesses, we should keep our role as a strong woman and let our black kings respect us in that way. Eliminate the disappointments within yourself, because you don't want to have those emotions hindering inside of you to the point where you just don't want to take that step forward into finding somebody that is for you. And I had to share this information. It was coming to a point because I think a lot, and I'm like, you know what, I got to share this, especially for my generation. And I just hope that whoever's watching take this information and just try to digest it. You got to really take time, take a day at a time. Things are not just going to be at a snap of a finger. It's really about building. That's why it's called building an empire. It's not going to be all patchy goody. It's going to be some little rough times. It's going to be some disagreements, but that's what it's about. That's what feminine and masculine energy is about. But also the center of it is keeping love in the center, but also identifying each other's views on how you think, because everybody doesn't think the same, but you can try to get another person to understand where you're coming from, and that's where the communication comes in, that to allow a relationship to grow. It's not always going to be patchy and golden brick roads. It's not going to be that. So if you are patient, that's another one. Patience. If you have patience, you have to build patience also. Some people are not patient, but patience is a part of building with it too in relationships. But, going back to our black kings, I just want to say that, I'm a big supporter, and I do understand where my black kings are coming from, my black men are coming from. You deal with a lot, and us as queens should know how to deal with you. Sometimes it's not just that you guys are, being a certain type of way or neglecting us. It's just that You know, you are another type of energy that is dealing with other things that only you as a man can sword out here. It's getting really deep. You know, our kings can't even walk out here without being harassed by the police or being ridiculed or looked at as some type of form of, like he's some type of crazy robot monster out here. You know, so it's like once we as queens continue to lift our kings up and be on their side and understand them and communicate with them, you know, we can have, you know, multitudes of great relationships, you know, being held together. You know, like I said, you have to build love. It's not about just finding it and it's there. You know, I know that men will appreciate a woman that's going to stick by his side. You know, we letting this media and society and memes and the music portray us on how we should be with our black men, and we have to understand that the power is within the black woman and the black king. So the target is our kings. You know, we already losing majority of them in the industry to that gay agenda. We're not with that shit. We're not on that. That's zero tolerance for that. But all we need to do is focus on what we're doing as black queens to keep our kings uplifted. Like I said, our black men do have emotions too, and you know, it's also okay to cry, but a king should be able to have a queen where he can share things with and be able to do that with. So it's like, I really understand our black men too on that level, because it's like they got to go out here and fight the world, and now they got to come home or come to a woman that's not understanding. You know how mind-boggling that is for a man, you know, to go forward with trying to even be with, you know, a black queen in today's society. So, you know, our black kings do have emotions too. Just because they're men, that don't mean that, you know, they are strong, they are our protectors, but that don't mean run all over them and break their hearts. They get heartbroken too. We are the same, just a different gender. We have the same emotions, the same heart, just the same. We have to be a balance for our kings and just set a great example as a woman, you know, as we take day by day and you know, fight society on what we got to do. Take care of our business every day and just take it day by day. Don't worry about the next day. Don't worry about, you know, what you need to do. Just worry about what's going on in the present. You know, it's really lovely to have a team, you know, and a powerful team, you know. And I mean, team is when you have a team as a couple with our black men. You know how the statement "move mountains." That shit is real. You know, it's nothing like laying on the chest of a black man. You know, just allowing him to know that there is a black queen that supports him and understand him without even having to say anything. That's the best thing that you can also, you know, be understanding with. You know, for him. Sometimes, you know, even though he don't say anything, you don't even have to do anything. Don't question him or pressure him about anything. You know, just support and comfort. Allow your partner to open up to you when it's ready. It's not that they're hiding anything. It's not that they're cheating. Don't always jump into conclusions about stuff. Be understanding as a black woman for your black king. That's some real talk. And that's what I want to push out, and that's what I wanted to get out today. And you know, I just want to say that I really, really do appreciate my black kings out there, and I do understand where you're coming from all over the world. And I hope that we can just project and be an example and role models for our upcoming generation, and for my people that have children. You know, we want them to grow up in a household where there is love. You know, love is the completion, love is the core of our Black relationships, and that's what we should be projecting out and be an example always, always, always. So I hope y'all enjoyed this next video, and if you have any other topics that you want me to hit on, I'll hit those too. And that's just what I really wanted to really get out there today. I might do a part 2 because I have so much to say, but this is just the main thing that I wanted to get out there for our Black sisters. You know, we as people should just be able to be understanding and communicating in today's society. So